Developing engineering leaders through her initiative, DELT HER, a strategic program aimed at increasing the representation and impact of women engineers by fostering innovative ideas and transforming them into startups. DELT HER seeks to reshape the narrative of women's participation in engineering and inspire future generation of engineers to pursue careers in this critical field. DELT HER 2 collaborative program of the Presidential Implementation Committee on Technology Transfer, National Agency for Science, Engineering Infrastructure, is aimed at closing the gender gap in engineering. These and more will be a focus on the program Nigeria Today. Thanks for joining us. I'm Victoria Clinton. Studio for the conversation is Khalil Suleiman Halilu. He's Executive Vice Chairman and CEO, National Agency for Science and Engineering Infrastructure, NASENI. It's a pleasure to have you on Nigeria Today. Committee on Technology Transfer. It's a pleasure to have you on Nigeria Today.
Nice to have you too.
Like you rightly said the other time, we see once a year, right? You know, break it down. What is DELT HER all about? What's the inspiration and, of course, the objectives and the goals?
DELT HER, as the name implies, is developing engineering leaders through her. It is a program actually that was conceived by the EVC of NASENI in here, and then we can bring in Nigerian women into the engineering ecosystem, because when he realized that less than 5% of Nigerian women participate in the engineering ecosystem compared to the 28% global average, and it is part of his mandate to see that he covered that gap. That is what really gave birth to the idea of women from as low as secondary school to have interest in engineering, so that we can help, so that they can study engineering still in the university, that have ideas that has to do with science or engineering, to bring what they have on board and apply, so that we can help them with funding, mentorship, to see that we bring their ideas into fruition, commercialize it for them, and see that they have startups and live a better life, and also contribute to the economic well-being of the nation. That is basically what the DELT HER program is. It's a program that...
Now we're having DELT HER 2. So tell us, how has it been with the DELT HER 1? And of course, now we're going to the DELT HER 2. How successful has it been?
Well, I would say very successful, because gender balance isn't a goal, it's a necessity. Women account for about 50% of our population, if not more, and just about 5% in engineering, which we believe is unacceptable, and that needs to change. So the, you know, everyone that came for the final day, you know, was very, during the program. We see people donating personally, you know, 1 million, 3 million, and say, please, I really want to support them, because we saw a lot of creative innovations. You see a brake pad made from, example, there is fire, there's a chaos happening in the market, you know, using AI and so on. So, and it's really further proven solutions. Like I always say, African problems require special solutions that is tailored to our environment. And I think women are really close to these challenges, and they understand the challenges that we have at hand, and their options that address.
Delta 1, so what is special in this second phase?
Delta 2 is about upscaling. It's about looking at what we have done in the past and doing better. What we have seen last year is that we have seen a lot of participation from secondary school students coming up with products that are marvelous. So adding about 3 or 4 more states to participate in the competition that has to do with the secondary schools, provided more funding for us to do the program. So we are going to have more winners this year than last year. So it's about upscaling, because one thing is that the president of the Nigerian Society of Engineers is a woman. So that's to tell you, if you empower them, the kind of you know, ceiling that they are going to break, and the kind we can give them more mentorship, give them more funding, expose them to more business ideas and see how they can commercialize this thing and help the country at large.
Now, Khalil, talk to us. What are some of these challenges that about last year by your organization? So tell us, what are some of the challenges that you see the female engineers or the female folk face in trying to become engineers?
Well, I think there is some sort of stereotype around engineering. Almost whenever you mention engineer, which something that is going to be able to build things and present it. Everybody is happy about it, and now we want to scale it. We want to scale it. Our aim is in the next 5 years to double the number of female engineers in the country, and if there is anything, to really support this program, we've done the pilots. It's worked. We'll scale and then further invite other stakeholders to come and drive this forward.
Now, Doc, talk to us. What is the criteria for someone to become part of this? Now, Doc, talk to us. What is the criteria for someone to be, some persons?
That is one of the you can deliver with your hands, with your mind, with your thoughts. You see a lot of people that have not gone to school, but they have the ingenuity to. Everybody that has the ingenuity to create something, will look at it, and if it scales all the criteria that we have set, you are good to go. So there is no restriction whatsoever in terms of qualification. The idea, once it is good and it is backed by science, we are going to support it.
Okay, for instance, somebody, I want to be part of this. How do I go about it?
We have a website that has been set up, which you can even, it has been set up so easily, that you can even register from your mobile phone.
Delta as in
D-E-L-T-H-E-R. Yeah.
Okay.
So that anybody on the street can log in and apply, and then once you are ID, there is a process for you to upload it into the portal, and then from there the evaluators will take over and see how they can process it and then get back to you.
Okay, now Khalil, for those of them that have, people have come up with some ideas, something that they built. So for those that build...
Okay, before going into that, I would like to touch a little bit on what Doctor is talking about the website. I think one thing I love about the website, and I don't want to miss saying it on the national TV, is the fact that that drop-down button. I think that the developers, you apply and then it's closed, and that is why you have the mentorship, which pairs you with finance, with our partners and mentors to help you throughout the journey. As you know, even some of the best entrepreneurs or engineers in the world, they always have mentors. Sometimes you just need someone to talk to when you're under, pressure, and people in the subsequent programs. So,
Visions?
the innovations, you scale them, right?
Okay.
As you know, at Nasini we have several development institutes. So you can partner with our institute. Whatever we do, it's scalable, and it's not limited to just some people within our network.
So, Doc, what kind of response have you been getting from participants? But before you answer that, we're going to take a breather here.
Of the ruling is nowhere in the world will allow under digital economy for banks not to be dispensing domestic.
They do as occupation. All of these are attributes that our questions have been designed to investigate.
In a few days to come, you see that we are all around their own crannies and everywhere in Nigeria, telling people to cooperate.
Welcome to Nigeria Today. Welcome back. This is Nigeria Today, and we're looking at, grooming female engineers through the Dealt Her initiative. Now, I have two gentlemen here in the studio with me for this conversation. Now, Doc.
Like the EVC said, last year we received over 100. And I'm sure we are going to get more responses than we had the last time. And what we normally do, we know both engineering and business aspect of what they are doing, so that you can upscale it commercially viable. So it's not just you coming in and upscaling your capacity for you to succeed, because we don't want to just fund you and at the end of the day we don't have something in the market, or the idea will die as soon as we leave you. So at the end of the day, what we all want is for us to see these products in the markets where Nigerians can use them, helping us to reduce our import bill and see how we can improve it, where they come up with idea and then the school helps them to bring it into fruition. They come and present it like in a competitive atmosphere, where we choose the best innovative product that is coming out from the school, and then we give them prizes. For those that are already in the graduates who have products that are ready to go to market, those ones through their own program is different. That one we evaluate based on individual funding and
we're talking about the funding now. Is there a particular, will I say, a limit to the funding, or how do I put it now? The amount given to things is given, or is it in bits, or is it monitored? How?
Well, depending on now, a lot of things have changed today, which is something I do. I was helping one of my mentees review his business, and by the time we were done with the company that they can partner with, to be much more than funding. Having mentors, having people with 20, 30 years of experience to be helping you scale up your product is much more than having people with 20, 30 years of experience to be helping you scale up your product is much more than the money that you are going to get. So like last year we have who led the funding committee based on the kind of applications at the end of the day.
Yeah, the reason why I ask this is the fact that somebody that is just starting off something, and you give the person a particular amount, a kind of amount the person sees, and they're no longer interested in the project.
Yes, exactly, and that's why the funding has to be dynamic. If you may put it that way. The whole project, yes, and then I'm sure you've seen even in other areas like football, you see some footballers.
Very important. Now, what's the long-term vision for Dealt Her?
The long-term vision for Delta, I believe, is for us to be able to link our beneficiaries to the market, to the industry, because at the end of the day, whatever you are doing, if you are not able to, we will have a strong partnership that will bring more funding from private sector into the program. So it will not be just an effort that the government is providing funding for Delta, but the long term is to see how Delta can, at the end of it, be able to even have its own funding that will come from private sector in order to continue to fund it.
Also will be open by tomorrow?
Tomorrow.
Okay, and the website again?
Is open.
Just tell us the website again so that people are interested.